everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. I keep missing Throwback Thursday that Kyle's been doing. There's a couple of the guys doing it as well. So instead of having Throwback Thursday, because I've missed it again, I'm going to have Fling Back Friday, because we fling stuff in Scotland. We don't generally throw it, we fling it. You know, the little girl flung the fish back in the water. No, we flung it, and we fling it. So let's have a Fling Back Friday shave. I'm going to use things that I enjoy, or have enjoyed. I haven't used this for quite some time. Omega shaving cream. So let's get stuck in. So what I'm going to do with this today is I'm just going to rub it all over my head. And I haven't done this way before. This is just something new. I'm not going to scrimp and save on it because it's not an expensive shaving cream at all. In fact, it's very far from it. I think the whole tube was like 12 or 13 bucks over here. It may have been a bit more than that, but it'll last me a long time. Mentholated cream. Smells great, and it was pretty much my go-to head shaving cream because of the slickness, and I can feel it in my hands already. So hopefully we can get through this relatively quick, as Kyle over at Brown Man Shave says. Never ever turns out like that. I'm just going to dip my brush in the water, going with my first ever Wolf Whiskers. One of my favourite brushes that I've ever used, and I've just dipped the tips. Well, I've dipped the whole brush, squeezed out the excess, and let's just see what sort of lather we can get. If we can get anything like I got from the Evershave brush, we'll be doing alright. Now it's going to need a lot of water. I think I've just picked up one of the wife's hairs, but we'll wait and see. The thing I love about synthetics is that you can really swirl them about backwards and forwards, do lots with them that you sort of don't want to do too much with your badger brushes and your bow brush. Well, bow is not too bad, bow's quite hardy, but I find badger brushes don't like to be soiled and pushed down hard. They don't like taking a beating like a synthetic or a bow brush. But we'll see on Sunday when I do my face shave how the Morrison 400 is doing. See if it's still doing not too bad with the shedding. It's still shedding at the end of the day, and it has lost a lot of hair in such a short period of time from a broken in brush. So the fact of the matter is, the gentleman that I bought it from was very good about it. I was happy to sort of come to a good, an amicable arrangement, which doesn't really benefit him. And I suppose at the end of the day, if I have to re-knot the brush, it wouldn't have benefited me if he hadn't been so good. But I haven't really bumped into anyone in the shaving world that hasn't been nice to deal with. But that lather, look at the gloss on it, way brilliant. Right, Fling Back Friday. I'm just going to use a razor that I love, the Gem Micromatic Clog Proof. This blade's got 3 head shaves on it, so we've obviously shade number 4 on it. Let's just see how it goes. Now, in terms of I might just go directly against the grain, I think, today, because I've only got a day's growth. I've actually got less than a day's growth. I might actually have to say, I'm thinking I might have to change the blade out, but I'm not actually sure. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. The wife's just asked me to do something which I can't obviously do right now because I'm shaving. I'm relaxing. I'm enjoying myself. I tell you what, when you've been using all these really nice artisan products, lovely soaps, lovely creams, and then you come back to a product that you loved, that worked great, it was really slick, was excellent, and it's not quite there anymore, it really opens your eyes to how much better artisan products are. I'm not saying they're all better, and I'm not saying this is a bad cream. But just for me personally, the artisan stuff is slicker, more protective. We'll see what the residual slickness is like as well. I mean, there's obviously loads of cream everywhere, as you can see now. I've just smashed it everywhere. But it's done an alright job actually. I had a lot more hair growth than I thought I would have after 24 hours. But it seems to be the older I get and the more hair grows. Obviously not on the bald parts, but for some reason my hair grows at an astronomical rate than it did when I was 23, 24. Right, I'm just filling the sink up again because it was a bit dirty. I mean, the slickness, residual wise, feels alright, doesn't feel too bad. I mean, in terms of your sort of, like the cream I used yesterday, was it yesterday? I can't think it was yesterday, from Elvado. It's nothing like that. That stuff's really slick, but it's good. And this is a lovely cooling mentholated cream. It's not obviously as mentholated as your Sterling Glacials and menthols, but there's enough in it that you feel it. This is the sort of mentholated cream that I would recommend to someone that's never tried it before and maybe just wants to give it a, just touch the water with it and just see whether they like it or not, because I can imagine if you just jump straight into Barrister Man Arctique, Glacial Wintergreen, Cryogen, Yeti Snot and all these other highly mentholated creams and soaps, that you could scare someone away before they even sort of get started to enjoy it. Oh, I love this brush. It's making an amazing lather. Now obviously I've got so much lather on my head, or cream that was on my head, I've then lathered it with the brush and it's created a great lather. Now I've used a lot of cream there. I'm never going to be able to replicate that amount of cream without measuring it in weight. So the great thing with Elvado is 2 pumps gives you the same amount, probably within a half a millilitre really, of however much you want to look at it, of actually the same amount of soap. So you're not wasting any. You're getting a consistent amount of lather every time. You know how it's going to lather. just watched literally half hour ago. I was just having a cup of tea. I'd just done some vegetables and some soup and some other bits and bobs with the wife, just done a bit of cooking for the next sort of 4 or 5 days worth, so we're not slaving over the stove every evening or getting home from somewhere and having to think, oh, what we're going to have to eat. So I just watched Steve, a daily shaver, who is an Australian, who lives in Australia, not like myself. But he just used the sabre. I think it's the first time he's used it on camera. He has used it before. I think he used it the day before he did the shave that's just uploaded, which I don't know whether he uploads them as soon as he does them or what his process is. And he talks about the one blade being better blades than the gem blades for him, which is fine. Obviously they are for him. But I find this blade, the Ted Pella, far superior to the feather blade, based on the fact that I've got 4 shaves out of this. I got 21 face shaves out of my last one, and they just go on and on and on and on. So they're very impressive for me in that regard. Feather blades that go in the one blade, however, one shave. Sometimes I got 2, sometimes I didn't, and that to me is just ridiculous. Is the one blade smooth? Yes, very smooth. It's not smoother than that or as smooth as that, I don't think. I find this blade to be smoother than anything I've used. And don't get me wrong, the razor makes a difference, the angle you use it, and then you've got to take into account obviously your beard type, your skin type, the soap, the slickness, everything makes a difference. But I just find with these gem blades, like they'll just go on and on and on. I mean, is this as sharp as when I first used it? Of course it's not. But is it still smooth? Yeah, it is. And I find even going over the same spot over and over again, even after all these uses, that it doesn't really irritate my skin much. It does a little bit, there's no doubt about it. You can't, like I always say, you cannot have a shave and not irritate your skin. It's an impossibility to do it. You're going to have some form of irritation. What wet shaving, in my opinion, is about is reducing or removing the hair as close as you can without getting an irritation that actually lingers. It doesn't matter how good your shave is, you're going to find that you'll feel something from an alcohol, you'll feel something from an alum block, you'll feel something generally. You feel something. I think maybe once or twice since I started this journey, I haven't really felt anything. I mean, when I talk about my previous or my older shaves, when I say, oh, I don't feel any burn, I don't feel any burn, but I do feel something, whether it be a cooling sensation or a tingle, or you feel something from a post-shave product, unless the post-shave product is completely about non-astringent properties, where I would say something that would come along those lines would be the Lucky Tiger range. Which for me is an excellent non-astringent skincare product. It really, when you put it on, you can feel it cooling your skin. But like I say, that's also, it's a form of irritation. When you feel that really cooling, intense feeling on your skin, it's because you've irritated your skin a bit and it's trying to take the good properties of that product and use it for your skin. So I think it's almost impossible to have a shave where you feel nothing in the post-shave. You will feel something stronger than you did before the shave. If you put, I don't know, Even water, you put water on your face and you haven't had a shave, you can feel the water. You have a shave and then splash water on your face, it's more intense, whether it be hot or cold water. But the thing is, and I'm not the only one like this, I enjoy it. I like the burn, I like the cool sensations, I like the tingles and everything else that comes with it. I think it all adds to the overall sensation of the shave and the overall enjoyment of it as well. I'm looking for cream on the back of my head and I've got none left, I've run out. Right, let's just dip the tips. This is actually turning out to be a really nice shave, I'm really enjoying this. And as you can tell, I normally enjoy things when I'm talking utter shit when I'm doing it. And that's the same in everything that I do. When I'm playing sports, if I'm talking a lot of crap when I'm playing sports, I'm on my game and I'm doing pretty well. Just dipping the tips. The good thing with this, because I've overloaded my head straight off the bat, the brush is absolutely caked in lather still. So I'm just adding a little bit more moisture, which will then allow the lather to grow again. And then when I paint this back, I don't really need a 3-pass shave today, I'm just doing it anyway because I'm enjoying it. And there's no such thing as a quick shave. in my house anyway. Right, here we go. Menthol feels great. It's not an overbearing menthol at all. I think this is an ideal starting point for anyone that wants to get into mentholated soaps or creams. I think it gives you the sensation of the menthol, and also because of the low menthol concentrate. There's a lot of people out there allergic to menthol, so this is an excellent starting point for someone that might be allergic, or they're worried that they're allergic, not chicked, allergic to it. So it'd be a good basis for them to not actually smash their face with copious amounts of menthol and cause problems. Because that's the last thing you want. The lather is doing excellent. It's really nice actually it's stuff that I don't use that often now because of the artisan products. They just go back, and this is, God, it must be like probably the second product I bought, and it's stood the test of time in the den. Stood the test of time in the den because it's good. It's good cream. It does its job. It's slick. It makes a great lather. It's not got a great scent. I mean, the scent on it is literally just eucalyptus and menthol, but it's refreshing and zingy. I've got to say, I love this. I really enjoy this razor, but the pickups with it are a nightmare. I feel like a lot of the time during my shaves it's just spent over and over again on the same bits, trying to get that last little dribble of crap off, and then I can feel the slickness is just slowly going away. I'm just going to squeeze out the rest of that. There's not much slickness left in there. yeah, very enjoyable shave for Fling Back Friday. Yeah, the slickness is really struggling along now. Although just as I say that, it redeems itself. Same old typical story. Say a bad word about something and it comes back and bites you in the ass. Then again, I'd rather it go the opposite way rather than saying, oh, this product's great, the slickness disappears and shunk, see you later skin. Yeah, I think it's just too wet now, the lather. For it to be efficiently slick, you can't put too much water into a lather and actually damage it. Or not damage it, but take it to the point where the slickness is no good. But that's turned out to be a very, very nice shave. And as you can see, the slickness is still there. I mean, I'm gliding over my skin, no problem here. Those famous last words before you take a chunk. I tell you what, I couldn't tell you the amount of times that's happened to me. Where I've said something and went, oh, this stuff's great, slickness is amazing, chunk, see you later. Yeah, the old famous last words. But that to me is an excellent shave. Really happy with that. I'm going to be doing something slightly different today. I'm going to just chuck some aftershave on after this for the old astringent properties and then moisturise straight after that. And I can tell you now, there's irritation on my head right now. That's the hot water splash. Followed by the ice cold water. Well, cold water, not ice cold. As you can see, I've got a couple of days growth on the face as well, so I'm looking forward to whipping that off. I'm probably going to do Sunday. I'm going to try and stick to Sunday Wednesdays, similar to Paul H. Not because I'm copying him, because it sort of works in well for my sort of week. Sundays is the day when no one does anything in my house in terms of going to dancing, football, anything like that. So it's a good day for me to start, and 3 days growth after that's good for me. So it might be Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, those sort of days. Head shaves will just be pretty all over the place. I'll do them when I do them. I'm actually contemplating going to head shaves. There's no blood, which is good. Going to head shaves, probably maybe just putting one of every sort of 3 head shaves on camera. Start doing some stuff off camera and trying to have a bit of, I don't know, a bit of alone time in it. But the face shaves will stay on camera no matter what, where I am in the world or whatever. But then again, the head shaves might be the same. I'm that used to shaving on camera now and talking to the camera and talking to myself and talking shit that I find it hard now not to do it. So that being said, I'm going to smash some of this on, which I really enjoy. I love the scent, even though the scent itself isn't my favourite sort of scent. Malizia Uomo, excuse me, Vetiver. This stuff is just pretty much pure alcohol with a really nice powdery, and it, in terms of vetiver, if you smell Katie's Bubbles vetiver, it doesn't smell anything like it. So this is more cologne scented to me. It is really nice, but the alcohol in it is, there's a lot of alcohol that's going to burn like buggery. Fucking fuckity fuck. Oh, I don't normally put that. Do you know what I feel like? I feel like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nearly took the Lord's name in vain there. So sorry. You know, Barristan man's done enough this week. I don't want to push the limits. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, breaking burned. It's still burning. Oh, feels nice though. Right, well that's drying in. I just rinsed my brush off a bit. That was the Omega shaving cream. I'm not 100% sure. I think Proraso make this stuff. I'm not. Don't hold me on that, but I think it's all the same company. CO Bigelow is pretty much the same stuff, but it's just in a different tube. It's excellent. It's good cream. You know, if you're on a budget and you're travelling all the time, you can take it with you. It's not expensive. It lasts a long time. It is slick. It makes an easy lather. It's a thick, glossy, cushiony lather, and I do enjoy it. And that's why it stood the test of time in my day and it hasn't actually left. Like I say, it's one of the first things I bought was the Omega. Wolf Whiskers, 24mm Black Wolf Bald Knot. I'm not sure what the loft is on it, but it's around about 50mm, I think, 52mm, something like that. As you can see, it's the Odyssey shaped handle. For those of you that are maybe on the list are looking to get one, Odyssey shaped handle, and this is the blueberry pie colour scheme. Now obviously these are all individual, every one that you get is completely different, but this one here is absolutely stunning. There's more blue than there is purple, but you can see sort of on that side there's a nice bit of this sort of blueberry pie idea of where the colour scheme comes from. The razor, which is obviously, it's irritating me a little bit. I can feel it. It's because I'm constantly over the same spots all over, but the fact that it's not super bad just goes to show how good these razors are. And it's got the Ted Pella gem style blade in there, which I think is very similar to the Persona PTFE Coty blades, and that was the 4th head shave on that one blade, which for me on a single edge is pretty impressive that I've managed to get through that without cutting myself. I am BBS, there's nothing floating about that I can feel. I've obviously had to try harder to get there, and that's why I've got a little bit more irritation, and you can probably see just it's a little bit red, a little bit pinky, but no weepers, no cuts, no creepers, nothing at all. I'm now, jeez, it burns. It smells great. I love the scent on this. Really nice, clean, powdery scent from the Milizia Olmo Vetiver. I'm going to finish off now with Barbasol Pacific Rush, which, as I've said before, has no real scent. It smells to me like Nivea or Astral original cream from years ago, and Nivea still smells like it actually. So if someone put that in front of my nose and went, "What's that?" I'd probably actually say Nivea. I'm just gonna. It's funny how sometimes, you guys out there will know as well, it's more so for head shavers I think, when you're putting on your post-shave balms and moisturisers and things, the hair, you sort of find bits that you just couldn't find. When you had the lather on your head. And I never get, oh God, you know something, that just dries in so quick. The moisture in my head is just insane at the moment. Amazing. You can probably see the gloss as well, beautiful shine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was my really quick shave, which I think's about 30 odd minutes already. Really enjoyed that. Fling back Friday. That's my way forward at the moment, because I keep forgetting Throwback Thursday, which I don't mind joining in on things like that. It's just a bit of a laugh, and you can also go back to stuff that you might have not used for quite some time. But my den in terms of doing new products and reviews, as much as I've got a few bits of hardware coming, I have got another lovely Piff box coming in as well from Oive Chapel over in New York. So in terms of that, I'll have a few more things to use, but in terms of purchases and moving forward from then, it's going to be a one in, one out. And at the moment, nothing wants to leave my den because I'm enjoying everything. So as it is, it'll probably stay pretty similar. I'll still send stuff out to people when I can. I've still got giveaways to do, which I am doing. I'm not doing them, but they were already sort of pre-done. So I'm just waiting for some stuff to come, and then we can do the giveaways as well, which will be for 1,000 subscribers, which I'm not too far away. I was 15 this morning, I think it's back to 18, but I'm going to wait until it actually ticks over 1,000 and then goes a few beyond, because I've noticed a lot of the times I went, yeah, 500, 750, and then it drops back down to 672, you know, and yeah. So other than that, guys, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. If you're in Australia and it's pissing down like it is here, please try and send me some sunshine. It's driving me nuts. And I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.